Right then team, we're going to go through a Romanian deadlift.
So we're going to have a nice flat back, stand up nice and tall, and stand here. RDL's Romanian deadlift starts and finish from the top, okay? So conventional is off of the floor and back down to the floor. This starts from the top. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart, both facing forward for me. What I like to do is make sure that like my arms are tight to me. And a good way to think about that is either bending the bar or like imagine someone was going to tickle you. Don't let them. So kind of clamp your arms towards your armpits. That's going to allow us to keep our like torso nice and stable as we go into the movement. Lock your arms in, soft bend in your knees. And then as you take a hinge over, you're going to allow the bar to rub down your legs. And just keep yourself going until you can feel the stretch in the back of your legs. But my chest is extended this whole time. So even when I'm at this bottom position, my chest is pointing that way. I'm trying to keep this up, trying to keep this extended. Don't let it collapse. I'm always thinking about my hips to initiate the movement. A lot of people kind of use their hands as their guide, when in reality, we want to use like where our hips are as our guide. We're pushing our hips back as much as we possibly can. So we're driving into our hips until we don't have anything more here. A lot of people will talk about biasing different muscles, either biasing the hamstrings or biasing the glutes in this movement. If you want to bias the hamstrings, you're not going to be pushing your hips back as much. You're going to go soft bend. Hips are going to almost stay really, really high, and we'll feel more of a stretch in your hamstrings. To get more glutes, you're going to be pushing back a little bit more. You've locked your arms in, you've gone soft bend your knees. Almost pull your knees back so your shins can be vertical and that bar path can move in a straight line up and down, and then stand tall, drive from the hips. So again, take that hinge over, allow that bar to move nice and straight, and then drive through. Make sure your weight is on your whole foot this whole time when doing the movement. So my weight is equally spread across my whole foot as I do this movement. We want to see our glutes squeeze to drive in. Big squeeze, stand up tall.
One of the questions I get asked quite a lot from clients is when and if they should use straps. So when it comes to Romanian deadlifts, I would always say that when your grip becomes the limiting factor, i.e. you can't hold on to the bar anymore, that's when we're going to want to start to use straps, because we want the limiting factor to be our hamstrings and our glutes, and if we can't hold on to enough weight, we're not going to be able to get the stimulus that we need. Strap wants to go underneath, and you want to wrap it towards you, and then you can keep wrapping it around, and that way you can do it up like a motorbike, and you can be locked in there. When you do the one on its own, same thing happens. Strap goes under, wrap over the top towards you, pull it in, and do it up. My name's Charlie. This is Hack the Body, Hack the Mind. We will see you on the next one.